So Jagex sent me this package. For dramatic effect, I could say that I have absolutely no clue what's inside, but Jagex actually told me that they were going to send me this. I'm very much becoming aware of the fact right now that I have absolutely nothing to hold my camera other than my hands. So I'll be back in a few minutes while I figure out a setup. Okay, so I'm just going to hold it with my hand. So I've opened the package and this is what's inside. It says right here, the first 20 years in illustrated history, the deluxe edition. Okay, so let's open this up. Should be right here. And it is indeed the deluxe edition. All right. Okay, so there was also supposed to be a card inside with an additional note. That's what Jagex told me anyway in the email. It's not here, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm going to unwrap this now off camera and then I'll be back. Okay, so this contained this and this. So this is the book. We're going to have a look at this here first, which I haven't opened yet. So let's see what's inside. So there we see some artwork, and I'm pretty sure we all know this one. We've seen this before on the website plenty of times, I think. And then some more artwork. So I'm going to move this over to the side, which is a cool logo, by the way. And then we're going to have a look at the book. So the book, it looks really cool, I gotta say that. That's a cool cover, to be honest. Okay, so let's have a look at the other sides. So here wait, I'm gonna flip it this way. So here you can see the sides, right? And then this is the back of the book, which is also very well done. And something else is the golden edge finish, which you may not see due to the lighting, I don't know. But it's gold, you can see it's kind of gold, right? So, okay. So I am going to do a thorough review video of this book at some point. Not now, because I have some exams coming up next week and I really should be focusing on that. So the review video will probably be for December or for January. So we are going to have a look inside now, a quick look. But before I do that, I should say that I have not read or watched any reviews, so I don't really know what to expect. Okay, so what are my expectations before we have a look and before I do the review? So my expectations are, well, it says in illustrated history, so of course it's going to contain a lot of visual material, and then I already said some artwork, some concept designs maybe. I also hope there will be actual in-game screenshots if possible. So that's for the visual stuff. Then also, I don't really know how many pages this is. I was gonna say this looks like 250, maybe 300 pages. So that combined with the fact that there is a lot of visual material inside, I'm going to assume that whatever is being told is not going to go into very much detail. It's more going to be a general overview of the first 20 years of RuneScape. Then what I do hope to see inside in terms of written content is just how RuneScape came to be. So then let's say the year 2000, because if you remember, RuneScape was launched on the 4th of January of 2001. So that's what I hope to see, just the general pre-release development. I also hope to see some anecdotes, primarily by Paul and Andrew Gower, the main creators of RuneScape. What else do I hope to see? I do think there are also some updates that generally do not receive enough attention, and I mean historically significant updates that do not receive enough attention. So of course we all know the release of the Wilderness in August of 2001, that's probably going to be in there, but I also hope what's going to be explained is just why that came to be, because there was like a whole development in the months prior to that, even with a poll in May of 2001. So I hope it's going to go at least a little bit into detail about the why behind everything, and not just that won't just be a list of this and this happened. if you watch my video about Elkin, then you know that I love charts, so I do hope to see some charts included, and then primarily one about the growth of the community if they kept that on file. I know when they made the documentary video in 2016 that they showed the first 6 years, I think, of the, or maybe even more, I can't remember. I hope they will really go on and do the full 20 years. Well, of course, I'm aware that this was made, you know, as a kind of, you know, way to celebrate 20 years of RuneScape, but I do hope they will also talk a little bit about the mistakes that Jagex has made and not just all the positive stuff, because we all know that, for example, when the wilderness was removed, wilderness PvP was removed, I mean to say, in December of 2007, maybe that wasn't the best way to go about it. Now, if you have read my own ebook trilogy, then I explain why that had to happen. I'm not going to go over that right here. But it was just the general cascade of, you know, updates and events that maybe wasn't so well planned. Because, for example, I think in October of 2008, I may be wrong here, I think October, Jagex released the Wilderness PvP Worlds, or the PvP Worlds, and maybe they know that it would have been better if that update had happened alongside the removal of Wilderness PvP. So I do hope they're going to admit that they made some mistakes. But of course, it is to celebrate 20 years of RuneScape, so I do agree. Focus on the positive aspect, but don't forget that it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. Okay, so then we're going to have a quick look inside. I see I'm already filming for some time, so let's go over this very quickly, because I will do a review video next month maybe. So this is awesome. So I open this book and I see this map, and this is gorgeous. Just look at this. This is, I want this as a poster. Okay, so oh, it feels very smooth. That's very nice. So the contents, I am going to show you this also because I haven't seen it yet. So the Bird of RuneScape, and it will be 12 pages, so that should be good enough. The Age of Discovery, Troubling Times, RuneScape in real life, that's something I look forward to. Testing Times, Evolve or Go Home, Old School Cool, so I assume this is where they're going to talk about Old School RuneScape. Then 6th Age of RuneScape, that must be lore related, I assume. So Play Anywhere, that's going to be about, I assume, RuneScape Mobile. And then the next 20 years, what they've planned, and Jagex moderators. So I'm not going to go through each page, obviously. Let's just have a quick look at some randomly picked pages. Oh, so here's Devious Mud, so that's going to be about the early years in before RuneScape was launched. So 2000s, maybe 1999. So let's have here we see some graphical designs. Dragon, oh here, this is cool. This is what they looked like in RuneScape Classic, or right? Party hats, of course, they have to mention party hats. We have chapter 3. It's our fight cave with the Jot, the strongest monster for some time. There, so this is, I'm going to assume this is not yet about old school RuneScape, but just about the early years of RuneScape 2. And then I am glad that they did include some actual screenshots as well. We all remember this evil motherfucker, I want to say. Okay, so some more random pages. It is a lot of visual material, which is what was to be expected. Fossil Island. Alright, so I have the impression that right now I have the impression that they're going to spend equal amount of pages on all 3 game eras, which is fine. Mobile. So okay, the next 20 years. Well, I'm going to leave all this stuff for my review video. Okay, so time for the giveaway to end this video. Let me know in the comments if you have purchased either this version or the standard edition, or if you haven't, that's fine too, you can say that as well to be entered into the giveaway. And then I'll pick one random winner who will receive a free copy of my ebook trilogy, A History of RuneScape, which contains more than 1,000 pages about the history and development of RuneScape. By the way, given that I have my exams next week, I may not be able to make a video, but I will see if I can still find something that doesn't require a lot of time. There should be a few options, so we'll see. Okay, thank you for watching and see you later.